Yes, comments are still disabled on this channel because of YouTube. And yes, I'm still trying to get it fixed. But in the meantime, you can always follow me on Twitter or Instagram just to see how I'm doing with everything, if you're interested in that. Or if you have Discord, you can join the community. You know, there's already a lot of different people from this channel in there. So go in, join, say hi, acquaint yourself, and just try not to get banned. But besides that, grab some popcorn, get comfortable, and I hope you enjoy the video.
Because if he's a Scorpio and you don't want a Scorpio, it's like, why waste your time? Get a Libra. Like, oh my god, Libras are... I mean, Capricorns are fine too.
Wait, so she thinks that it's okay to judge people as dating material based on their zodiac signs. A sign that that person had no control over being born with whatsoever, and was basically determined by the day that the person's parents decided to get it in on 9 months before. You know, I think it's a bit messed up judging people based on the things that they can never change, like their gender, race, sexuality, their ethnicity, and especially their goddamn zodiac sign.
This chicken is almost as juicy as my ass.
Okay, I think it's safe to make an exception for this one, because that was just weird. But of course, why would you want to waste your time on someone who thinks that those are the most important things in life anyways? We set Angie up with 20 potential matches to put her dating standards to the test. So, for those of you who don't know, the whole video is basically a speed dating contest where it's one girl in front of like 20 guys, and she sits there like a baby on a high chair going through a game of process of elimination, eliminating guys left and right until she finds the perfect one who meets all her criteria for a potential partner. And obviously, if you are a Scorpio, you probably don't even stand a chance of winning this contest.
This mirror's covered in shit. It won't go away. Oh wait, that's me.
Redo.
Of course, there's always got to be that one guy who just says the most random shit ever. I love to eat dates. And I have to question the sanity of people who like eating dates because those things are basically a place for worms to throw huge mansion parties. Yeah, and that's why I don't eat dates.
All right, anyone who doesn't want to go on a date with Angie, 3, 2, 1.
Obviously, as expected, since we all know that every male specimen in this day and age of extreme feminists who call all men trash are all desperate for any kind of action with the female species. So for her first command, she says, if you a Scorpio, go away. Well, we all should have seen this one coming from a mile away. The crazy girl who believes in zodiac signs and that they determine your fate doesn't like people who are Scorpios. And looks like that's 2 guys kicked off the stage, now leaving just 18 guys left in the game.
I definitely do need to date somebody who's like down for vegan food once in a while, all the time.
Oh god. So not only is she into zodiac signs, but she's also a vegan. What else is she into? Palm readings, gender pronouns, and quinoa?
Mostly vegan, if possible.
Oh my god, that man's face. Dude looks like a deer caught in headlights. He looks like he's about to sprint out of there, jumping and dodging every obstacle in his way like Usain Bolt did at the 2016 Olympics. And looks like 3 men of culture decided to get up and take one for the boys. And I'm willing to bet that there were a lot more meat eaters lurking within the midst of that circle, but they were just too afraid to speak up in fear of being cast out by Miss Zodiac loving, Scorpio hating, grassy, and Angie. Miss Zodiac says that if you're not down to have sex at the beach, go away. Okay. I see she's a little adventurous daredevil when it comes to one-on-one interactions between her and a guy. And I kind of like it, but I'm not gonna lie, it's actually one of the weirdest dating requirements that I've ever seen. I mean, obviously, not all guys are gonna want to do something like that in public in fear of, you know, someone catching them in the middle of playing Striking Vipers. And for those of you who don't know what Striking Vipers is, just search it up on Google. I'm pretty sure for those of you who saw that episode from Black Mirror, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, like, can you imagine being in the middle of it, right? And a whole bunch of kids just show up out of nowhere playing a game of tag or something, and you and your partner do not realize until it's too late. I mean, you'd honestly probably cause those kids to have PTSD or something, and then 10 minutes later you'd probably be arrested for public indecency. So yeah, I honestly don't think that doing that in public is worth the risk. But hey, we all have our opinions.
I don't believe it. Knew it.
and another one bites the dust. And it's the guy from earlier with that surprised Pikachu face. Guy said, nah, man. Bye, bitch. I ain't trying to take any chances on any beaches anytime soon. And especially with a vegan of all people. Disclaimer, I actually don't have anything against vegans, by the way. Just in case any of you vegans are getting triggered while watching this video. So after that last guy left, the show went on and all the remaining guys took a breath of relief because they felt safe not having been kicked off the stage yet. Until round 4 hits. She says, I like brown hair and brown eyes, fellas. And if you don't have that, skedaddle. And my guy, Joseph Haynes, quickly shoots back with, baby girl, I'm right next to you. Which is pretty interesting because I actually didn't know that guys were still calling women baby girls in 2019. It's just nice to know that this is my competition in the dating world because he's only making it easier for me. Unless you girls actually like being called baby girl. In which case, I wouldn't mind switching up my game. So just let me know down below. But anyways, after her requirement of brown hair and brown eyes was stated, about 7 to 8 guys just started getting up and slowly made their way to the exit. Even though a lot of them appear to have had brown hair, but they still left anyways. And I can only assume that the guys who actually had brown hair got up and still left because of how dumb that requirement was. Like, why would you specifically choose brown hair of all things? And then you've got this one guy with like dirty blonde hair over here, clearly confused about the color of his own hair. He honestly is just looking up at her like he's lost. He probably misread that text for anybody with blonde hair instead of brown, unless he actually thinks blonde is brown and brown is blonde. In which case, wouldn't be a shock to me since we all know the education system in America is a bit, well, you already know. But anyways, how can something as unimportant as the color of your hair and your eyes be a determining factor if you want to date someone and possibly marry them? Very interesting to say the least. But hey, I guess we all have our kinks, and I guess we all like what we like. I mean, personally for me, hair color on a girl isn't like a determining factor of whether or not I'd be interested in her. And it's not eye color either. It's like a mixture of different things. It's like a culmination of everything put together. Like, I don't judge people based on one particular thing and say, hey, if you don't meet this requirement, I'm not gonna like you. It's more like, so this person has that? Okay, that's cool. She likes that too? Awesome. And if she likes watching horror movies, then that's a bonus for me because I love watching horror movies. I'm not gonna lie. It's actually one of my favorite genres. But anyways, I got distracted. Let me get back to the video. But yeah, quite a few of them did leave and end up coming back because it seems as though that they were confused about the kind of colored hair they had. Like, clearly some of these men missed pre-K and kindergarten altogether. But man, I just gotta say that this kind of girl is probably someone I would personally, in my wholehearted opinion, and I just have to reiterate that this is just my opinion before someone gets offended, but this is the type of girl that I would never ever be interested in dating. Like, I think she'd probably be an okay friend and at most friends with that little plus sign at the end, but nothing more, to be honest. Like, I can honestly see the train wreck from a mile away with trying to be in a relationship with this kind of girl for more than a month. I mean, 1 weekend with this girl, and at first you'd probably be arguing about how eating animals makes you an evil person, and that your use of plastic straws is what is destroying the planet. 2 weeks in, she's probably going through all your stuff, your fridge, your closet, your bathroom, checking if any of your products are made by animal byproducts. And if they are, they're getting thrown in the trash. Oh, that leather jacket that your granddad gave to you before he passed away? Where could it possibly be? You ask your girlfriend and she tells you, honey, I threw it in the trash because apparently it was made with some poor cow's skin. You didn't. Yes, I did. I'm sorry, but you have to move on from using animal products. But my granddad gave that to me before he passed away last year. How could you? I'm sorry, honey. I'll just buy you another one. But this time it won't have any cow skin on it. 1 month in with her and your faith in humanity is lost. You don't know what to do anymore. And she won't let you leave because she has your number. She knows your mom's name and address. She's threatened to force feed you celery and carrots if you try to do anything. I mean, it's pretty much over at this point. But anyways, as for the very last requirements, she says that she doesn't want to get married and nor does she want to have any kids.
No. No marriage, no kids. Honestly, no cats either.
So she basically doesn't want the 2 most common things that solidifies a relationship between 2 people who love each other. And that's annoying ass kids who scream at each other all day and night while simultaneously are destroying the house at the same time. And a wife or husband that argue all the time over the most ridiculous crap. But at the end of the day, they still love each other to death.
I love you, bitch. Oh my God. I ain't gonna never stop loving you, bitch.
That is what us normal folk call a family. But clearly, this girl isn't interested in any of that at all. And she doesn't even want a cat. I don't get it. no kids, no marriage, no cat. I mean, usually women who aren't interested in getting married or having kids usually have a ton of cats, but she doesn't even want them. So, hey, she's like a lonely old witch. But I can't even say she's a witch because witches like cats. I don't know what to call her. I'm willing to bet that she'd even have a problem with a goldfish. Nope, no living creatures in her house. I take back everything I said about her probably being an okay friend. She doesn't like animals, so I don't like her. So anyways, let's get on to reading the comments. Her, I'm not into astrology. Also her, if you're a Scorpio, leave. Can we please have someone who's decent, has values, isn't judgmental and ready to have a loving and honest relationship? Her, rude. Wants you to change. Rude as atheist. Probably worse hygiene. Needs to clean her face. Will judge your zodiac. Rude as fuck. She's actually everything I dislike in a person. This is my makeup from yesterday. Me. Hears that and leaves immediately. No marriage, no kids, no pets, a strawberry farm. You staying single, boo. Everyone should leave within the first pick she took. It is clearly understandable why Scorpions have always been mean to you. Like, maybe you deserve it? I'm atheist, and she said, if you're religious, don't be. And that made even me very upset. That was actually so rude. If you're religious, please, don't be and go away. Oh, no, I take that back. Excuse yourself. That's more polite. I'm an Aquarius, but I would have left as soon as she asked the Scorpios to leave. Also, if you're religious, don't be. Made me so mad. Like, that's so rude. She started talking about zodiac signs and everybody should have left. The first 20 seconds basically sums up her personality and why she's single. This is a perfect example of someone who can make themselves so unlikable without even trying. Anti-religion, believes in horoscopes, judgy, vegan, dream girl. Am I right, fellas? She is like everything I hate in one person. Wow. Honestly, that remark about not being religious was pretty rude. Like, even though that I'm a person who does not really believe in religion, and I don't think people should be dedicating their lives to following scriptures and all that, but I do still respect what this country was built upon, and that's respecting other people's beliefs and values, and not respecting it because I agree with it, but I respect the freedom that they have to do what they want to do. You want to believe in some guy with a white beard who lives in the clouds? Go ahead. If you want to believe in trolls and unicorns, go ahead. If you want to believe in the stars, the moon, horoscopes, zodiac signs, go ahead. You have the freedom to believe in whatever the hell you want to believe in, and I have the freedom to make fun of you for believing in those things. God, I love this country. But anyways, let me know what you guys think down below about Angie. What do you think about her? Because I'm pretty sure at least 1 or 2 people who are just like her will watch this video at some point in time. So yeah, if you are one of 2 girls who comes across this video who is just like Angie, please tell me why you are the way you are before you unsubscribe. But anyways, if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe because I got a nice ass voice. And turn on notifications so you can always be alerted whenever I upload a video. With that being said, it's Destiny, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.